that, we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. Hopefully you can see my screen. Welcome on to tonight. Definitely appreciate you for joining. Today is Sunday, December 6th. It's 7:03 p.m. The markets just opened a couple hours ago. And, I got to be honest with y'all, man. I'm kind of excited about, moving forward, right? And I'm definitely excited about this week. So we're going to do what we always do, which is, just run through a couple different pairs, all right? And, we're basically looking at the charts. We're going to do a top-down analysis and pretty much predict which direction we think price is going to go in for the week, all right? And then at the same time, it's a lot of information. I'm going to try to fit in basically 30 minutes. If not, we may have to log off and just log back on because I want to talk about the Pip Catcher challenge that we're creating. And I'm basically going to start it off. And the Pip Catcher challenge is basically I'm going to attempt to flip a $200 account into a $1,000 account. Now, the thing is that I don't know the time frame on this because I really want to follow, rules that everyone should follow. But at the same time, I want to make it exciting. This challenge is basically going to be for fun, right? And I know that in order for me to succeed within a time frame that I really want to, that I may have to over leverage just a little bit, right? But I haven't came up with all the rules, but tonight I want to at least come up with the rules, okay? So first things first, let's just go ahead and dive into the pairs. First thing we're going to do is, first one is Aud Jpy, which is the Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Let's go ahead and take a look at the monthly. See how we're looking. And you might notice that I am using the TradingView platform a little more. And I like using this platform because I can basically, it's a little bit more tools that I can use. And it's cool because there's this social media kind of aspect where you get to see other traders' ideas as well. So make sure you follow the Pip Catcher Academy on the TradingView app. All right. So Aud Jpy. I see a key level here. Let me go ahead and mark this level off. I've been trying to not have too many lines on the chart because I noticed that when I have a lot of lines on my chart, it kind of confuses me a little bit, right? It's kind of conflicting views, right? So as you can see, I kind of mapped that off. That's our support and resistance, or our floor, not ceiling. All right, I'm trying to see if there's any other patterns that I'm looking at. So anyway, it looks like we kind of bounced off of last month, November. We bounced off of this support, and it looks like prices headed up. But at the same time, looking at looking at the stochastic, I mean, we are in a bearish, okay? We're in a bearish trend. There's also this level of diagonal support and resistance that I see, okay? So this is the normal stuff that we already know. It looks like it's in a downward moving channel. Just wanted to be able to, I'll put it like that. I want to, like we always do, just two levels it bounced off of, right? So that's kind of cool. So you see how I did that, and now that kind of gives me conflicting views, but at the same time, I am glad I did that because as we can see that price did bounce off of this level of support, but at the same time, we have this diagonal level of resistance, right? This downward trend, and we're right there, and that kind of explains why the stochastic. That's why I love this stochastic, y'all. All right, if you don't know about it, um, definitely go on the Pip Catcher Academy website and look at what this does. This basically tells you again. I said it in the last videos. It's overbought and oversold territory, and then you have this no trade zone, right? So right now we're in seller's territory. We're in overbought territory. I do see this little cross though, so that's something to be a little bit concerned about. But we're gonna dive in some more. This just a monthly. I know we got some new people, so I just want to kind of go a little bit slow, but I am gonna have to speed this up when we go to the next ones. Same thing with the weekly. All right, we just zooming in a little bit more, and as we can see, um, even though this week just started up, it is starting off as a red candle. Okay, and we're gonna go to the daily. All right. Definitely want to take a look at the stochastic, and there's the cross downward that we need. That's extra confirmation. All right. So we got this level of, or this ceiling, or this level of resistance. All right. And the stochastic is saying that we're in overbought territory. And when we're in overbought territory, that's when we want to sell. All right. That's when we want to sell. So don't be surprised if we get a nice bearish week. Let's zoom into the 4 hour. Same thing with the 4 hour. We're in the no trade zone though. All right, but there is a cross. And if you was to look for opportunities, again, we're looking at those bearish opportunities. All right, that's what that's telling us. Zoom into the 2 hour. Same thing, the 2 hours telling us that looks like the Bears are winning. Okay. And we'll go down to the 30. All right. Now the 30 is telling us that although the Bears are winning, don't be surprised if we get a rally from the Bulls. Because right, the 30-minute, the short time frame is telling us that we're in oversold territory. Okay. So if you was looking for any moves in the short term, you may want to look for those buys instead of the sales, right? Again, yeah, I'm going through this. I know we went through this a lot of times, but it's going to be a lot of people who look at this video who's going to want to do the Pip Catcher challenge. So I kind of want to go through it just a little bit so that you could hear one more time what my mindset is, or my how I'm running through the charts, how my analysis, how I'm coming up with this information. Okay, and let's go to the 15. Same thing at 15. It looked like we're getting that cross, so it's saying look for more bullish opportunities right now. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. All right. So there is a level of support. Oops. To horizontal line. See it right here. Boom. the only thing about this. I haven't figured out how to get this stuff out the way. All right. So this is a key level right here. Again, we're underneath. It looks like we're underneath. This level is holding as resistance right now. All right. So that's another thing. That's why I'm not going to enter it into any trades right now, because we want to. One of the main things for us to be profitable is we want to have predictable moves, right? Predictable moves. And to me, what's more predictable is price, the retracements. All right. Getting the retracements instead of the breakouts, right? Because it's trying to determine how far price really is going to go. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it really is kind of like guessing a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, educated guessing, but let's kind of again try to use information to our advantage. All right. We're also going to still be using the MACD strategy. I told y'all about this MACD strategy. Is very, very profitable. Okay. However, just again recap. If you set those alerts for when the MACD line crosses the signal line, remember that doesn't really account for the pullbacks. Okay. So when you see an alert come through, you still want to make sure that you take a look at the stochastic, because on the short time frames, because if you see that your alert is telling you to buy, remember your alert is coming from a higher time frame, 2 hour, maybe 4 hour. Some people use the daily, right? Check the 5 minute and the 15 minute and the 30 minute, and if you see that it's saying buy, but the stochastic is saying that it's in an overbought territory, that simply means wait a minute, wait for the next pullback, right? You probably want to get a better price, so that way you won't just enter into the trade and then price ends up going against you. All right. So that's a way to avoid that, again, by checking the stochastic. So just like right now, we're looking for an overall bearish week, but it's saying that there's probably going to be a bullish rally in the short term. All right. So taking a look at this, let me hide this. It's really in the way. All right. So there's something going on here. It looked like it was just kind of consolidating. Price went up, came down, went up, came down, but again, it broke here. All right, so it'll be interesting to see if price comes up. It may come up a little bit more just by taking a look at it. Again, it's saying that don't be surprised to get that bullish rally. So anyway, I'm gonna move to the next pair. So overall, AUD JPY, we're talking about a bearish week, but wait for a better position. All right, so let's go do CAD. We'll go through this one a lot quicker. Let's go to the monthly. The monthly is saying that it is in overbought territory. Look for sales. You're looking for something long term, go to the weekly. We just got that cross. It is in a no trade zone, but it is more in that seller's territory. Okay. Let's go down to the daily. All right. So the daily is saying that basically it's look for the opposite, right? So don't be surprised if you get some, the week starts off, it looks like it's still got to come down to come up a little bit, right? So don't be surprised if we do see price dip down just a little bit more, but the week kind of start off bullish, or the whole entire week could be bullish, because again, we're looking at the daily. All right, so that's a large sample size. The 4 hours saying the same thing. We're starting to get that where that touch is happening. All right, but overall, we're in that oversold territory. All right, 2 hour. 2 hours saying the same thing. Let's go down to the hourly. Hourly is saying the same thing. A lot of confluence. All right. The 30-minute is in the no trade zone. All right. 15-minute, it's almost in seller's territory. All right. So 5-minute. All right. We're not looking for any moves, any entries for right now. So that really doesn't even matter. So as far as the 30, no trade zone. So definitely no trades right now. 45. I'm sorry, I don't want to look at 45. The hourly is saying something. All right, and as you can see, we're right here at this level of support. All right, I'm sorry, wrong one. Boom. So you see price bounce here, held support, right? So that is a level. It's kind of in between here and here, but you know, so that looks kind of good right there. This one actually looks okay. All right, but I'm not trading tonight. But this do look like a good setup. All right, so again, one of the things I like about this is I don't have to enter in real life, right? I could, kind of do a prediction, right? So I don't know, price can probably at least a 50% retracement of this trend, which will put you about right there. Right. That's a 1-to-1. So that's a okay trade, right? If price dipped down some more, that would be an even better trade. If price dipped all the way down to this level, right? So let's just go to, I don't know what that's talking about. All right. So what I'll do is I'll just leave this right here just for my own little short-term prediction, right? See how that goes. But so anyway, so AUD CAD, it looks like again there's going to be in the short term some bullish activity. All right, 4 hour saying the same thing. All right, same thing daily saying the same thing. So Aussie CAD, I would definitely be looking at bullish positions. Okay, bullish positions. Now we're gonna do GBP CAD. Start out the monthly. I'm really only doing the monthly a lot because the month just started. So, all right. So we're in oversold territory. It's saying look for bullish moves. It's just interesting how in the beginning of the month that price is at this level, right? Weekly. All right. Well, weekly we're in the down. We're in a downtrend. And we're in the no trade zone on the weekly. That's if you were buying and holding. Daily, all right, we're closer to buyer's territory, oversold territory. And it's just really cool how you could quickly just take a look at the stochastic and without really even taking a look at the chart, right? And quickly know if you're in whatever time frame you need to know, but know if you're in overbought or oversold territory. That's going to help you out in so many ways. All right, 4 hour, we're in the no trade zone. All right, we're in the no trade zone, but it is looking like in the next maybe 8 hours or so, all right, we may be looking at a better position for a buy. All right. And then last week we were talking about the same thing with GBP AUD being bullish. All right. Let's go to 2 hour. 2 hour time frame is looking like same thing. It looked like it's at that oversold territory, but off of what we just looked at, we know that price could still retrace on us, right? So it may not retrace a lot, right? It could be down here technically, but would you rather get a better price or yes or no, right? It's an easy thought process. Hourly. Hourly is saying the same thing. All right. 30 minutes. 30 minutes in a no trade zone, but it's saying that basically probably in the next hour or so that is probably going to be some bearish activity. All right. So same thing. That's why I don't want to jump into any trades right now, because basically the market has to move. It has to make room for us to make money, right? So instead of trying to predict, again, that's what I was saying earlier about waiting for the pullbacks or the retracements, instead of trying to predict the breakouts, because it's just it's simpler to figure out prices going back to where it was versus trying to predict that price is going somewhere that it basically has never been, right? I mean, logically, that just makes sense to me. So anyway, GBP CAD, I think I went through that one. Yep. Did I go through that? No, I didn't. So GBP CAD, I'm glad I didn't get into that because it went down a lot. GBP CAD, let's go to the monthly. All right, monthly, there's a cross. It's trending down. Weekly, same thing, cross, trending down. Daily, it's in oversold territory. This should be very interesting to see. All right, because price could continue to go down. Again, that's why we don't want to assume that it's going to go down right away. But if it does, we could wait for that pullback that I'm telling you about. Same thing on a 4 hour. Okay. It's funny because I was actually going to jump in this trade. And then as you can see, price started going against me, which, obviously I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have lost this trade, but, it would have just been starting off negative, which since I'm doing this challenge, I'm trying to avoid Sundays, which is basically, I really think trading on Sundays is gambling because you're trying to predict a breakout. Basically, you don't know which way it's going to go. All right. Again, we're going to let the market tell us which way it's going, and we're just going to make our little coins. We're going to make our money while it's on the way to where it's telling us it's going. Right. That's basically what the strategy is. Right. All right. So 2 hour. 2 hour is saying that still the same thing, you know, could get some bullish activity. Hopefully y'all getting a point about this, right? I mean, it's really not rocket science to go through this and figure out that if price is down, if price, wherever it is, the stochastic is at the bottom, you should look for buys. If it's at the top, you should look for sales. If it's in the middle, you shouldn't trade that, right? That's basically very simple. No trade. Wait. Just wait a minute. Wait until it gets there. It'll get there faster than you think. All right. 15-minute. See, 15-minute. That's why I didn't get in the trade, because I seen that there wasn't enough activity for it to pop off, and price was never able to break this level of support or this resistance, all right, to continue up. So, you know, it was a good call not to get in. All right, so GBP CAD look like it's going down in the short term, but overall this week, I wouldn't be surprised if we got, let me just go back one more time, right? I wouldn't be surprised if price actually, the weekly was, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if price overall goes down. Same thing like last week with GBP CAD. So both of the CADs again were predicting bearish weeks. AUD were predicting bullish, and Aud Jpy, forgot which one we said for that one, but right now it's looking like, let me just go back to you. Oh yeah, bearish. We're looking at bearish. Uh-oh. Wow. Daily. Wow, yeah. So yeah, we're looking bearish, right, for that. So so that's the weekly forecast on those pairs. And Bitcoin, for people who wanted to look at Bitcoin is in super like overbought territory. That was a cool experience right here to get paid on that right there. I crushed that trade right there. It happened so fast. All right. And then I gave like a lot of it back. It was crazy, but it just poof kind of fell down. But right now it looked like price could go up. It kind of looked like it's forming that triple top. So I wouldn't be surprised to see another one of these big dips. And overall, I mean, you're talking about with Bitcoin, it being at its maximum level is like, you know, it's ever been. So, you know, it should be a lot of bearish opportunities, I think, in the short term. I'm not saying long term, you know, when it comes to the Bitcoin, right? And then the S&P 500 and I think same thing. This is like, you know, historic highs. So, you know, you should be able to find some good bearish opportunities on this S&P as well, right? As you can see, I mean, it's definitely looking like a thunderstorm is about to happen. All right. So as far as the Pip Catcher challenge, I'm not going to be doing any crypto. There's going to be no crypto in there. All right, but I am, as far as the group, I'll be posting some crypto ideas, and there's gonna be no index in there because, I mean, one, we're starting off with $200. You need more than that to trade, I believe, the crypto or the index. I mean, definitely the index, because you'll wipe your whole entire account out in one trade doing 0.01. Okay. So So anyway, as far as the challenge is going to be basically all Forex, right? All Forex. As far as my account leverage is 1 to 100. All right. So I don't really even have that much leverage to be working with. All right. As far as the daily gains, I'm gonna be looking for minimum somewhere between 5% and 7% daily returns. I'm going to actually post a spreadsheet in the group for which is basically it's a compound interest spreadsheet, and it talks about if you got like 5% interest a day on your money and you started with $1,000, you'll have $1.8 million in like 10 months. That's outrageous. Okay. So a lot of you all are trading well, but you got to have proper expectations. Okay. So again, I'm looking for minimum 5 to 7% profit each day. And in the beginning, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm probably gonna be doing the same thing. I don't want to sacrifice 7%, risk 7%, but it's gonna be somewhere between 3 to 5%. Okay. My strategy is actually gonna be a day trading, right? Day trading, intraday. It's gonna be crazy, right? Intraday scalping strategy. So basically, I'm gonna be looking at the higher time frames, right? And I'm going to be taking advantage of the opening and the closing of the markets, right? And that's my strategy. Okay. So I'm going to be dipping in and out. I'm going to be looking at the overall trend on the higher time frames, looking for opportunities. And I am going to be getting in and out. I'm going to be scalping the long-term strategy for the week, if that makes sense. Okay. So on average, I'm gonna be looking for probably about 20 pips minimum. All right. 20 pips minimum. And it really needs to be, obviously, if it's anything less than a 1-to-1, it's nothing. We're not doing it at all. But on average, I really want 1 to 2. All right. 1 to 2 and above. Okay. These are just certain rules that I know I'm going to go by. Again, I'm going to be taking advantage of the market opening, the market closing. All right. So, and I'm going to try my best to not hold any trades overnight. All right. Any trades overnight. I really don't want any of the trades to be open for more than, 4 hours, to be honest with you. All right. 4 hours really is my ideal time for my max trade length. All right. So again, I'm going 20 pips minimum in less than 4 hours. All right. I for a day, I'm not going to do more than 3 trades. All right. We got 10 minutes left. So we on time. I'm not going to do more than 3 trades per day. And if I go 0-2, I don't even get the third trade. All right. No third trade. Okay. Now, mainly these trades are going to be happening during the New York session or pre-New York session, really until about around lunchtime. So the majority of these trades are going to come between 7 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. All right. So I have a rule that I'm going to be no trades. I cannot look for any positions. I'm not looking for any positions after 1 p.m. to really 7 p.m. Right? So 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. is no trade, no positions, no new entries, right? No new trades between that time. All right. I want to do some London, but I'm be honest with y'all, I probably won't be able to consistently do the London session. All right. Now, again, I'm going to be using the MACD cross strategy on the intraday, along with the stochastic. All right, the stochastic is going to be like my GPS or my, basically it's going to be telling me overbought, oversold. Okay, and again, I'm going to be entering the market uh, at 7 a.m. and I'm trying to between 7 and 9. I'm going to be entering in the market. All right. So again, I'm looking for 3 trades. I have to get in 3 trades maximum between 7 and 2. All right, but no trades, no new trades after what I said. No new trades really after 1 o'clock. Right, 1 p.m. I'm not going to be opening up no new positions after 1 p.m. You ready to 1 p.m. Honestly, what I want to do is 2 trades in the morning. All right, 2 trades during New York. So basically, it's gonna be one entry, probably around 7 to let's just say 7 to between 7 and 8 a.m. I'm gonna be looking for the first entry, and then around about 10:45 p.m. I'm sorry, a.m. to 11 a.m. I'm gonna be looking for that second trade. All right, and then the third trade, if there is a third trade, will be during the Asia session. Okay. So that's pretty much the rules. Oh, then there's another rule. All right. Now, because I know one of my personal pitfalls that I fall in, which is I may hit the trend and get 50 pips, right? And then think that, oh, it's another 20 in there. Smash TP. And then after you smash TP, you end up re-entering. All right. But at that point, you're really buying at a premium. Okay. So if I end up winning that first trade at between whatever that entry from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay. And I end up entering again at 11 a.m. I'm not going to enter in for continuation of that trend, right? It'll only be an entry against that trade. So basically, if I went 50 pips for a buy, I'm gonna be looking for a 50% retracement, which is gonna be 25 pips for a sale. If that makes sense, right? So I'm not gonna do a back to back in the same direction. All right, I'm gonna try my darndest to avoid that. Okay, you may hear me repeat that numerous times. So I'm going to document this. I'm going to be getting on at 7 a.m. tomorrow. All right. If it is late, I mean, it could be, whatever, but it should be at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. tomorrow. We're doing really tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For those 4 days, I'm going to jump on at 7 a.m. and I'm going to be looking for the moves for the session. And I'll also send out the trading ideas with these moves, right? And I'll post those in the group. If you missed the training or the session where I'm looking for these positions, I'll record it so that you can look at it, right? You don't have to trade and do every trade that I'm doing, right? Figure out, just like I said, I'm trading from 7 to 2:30, right? In and exit, right? I'm exiting my positions, even if I'm up a little bit, or down. I'm exiting at 2:30. Period. Right? So you need to have your own schedule. whether it is the London session or if it's Asia session, whatever session you want. All right. It depends on what your schedule is, right? Now, as far as my ideas, I may actually still be trading other stuff on demo, or just again sending out ideas, especially if I think if it's a good trade, right? Definitely doing my best to only be informing y'all of the best trades. Okay, so again, I'm going to be documenting this whole thing, win or loss. You know, it's going to be documented. Hopefully, we get the win because there's actually a bigger plan that I want to reveal at the end. Hopefully, you know, because again, y'all, we're looking at trading for the long term. You know, there's so many opportunities where you could trade millions and millions of dollars, if you actually can prove that you could trade, you know. And you know that the opportunities basically is what I'm saying is endless when it comes to learning how to trade, right? Learning how to compound interest, or you know, multiply your money, right? Your money, other people's money, it doesn't matter, right? So so anyway, so hopefully you know, you learned something tonight. Again, I went through what the Pip Catcher challenge is going to be, and if you want to do it with me, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to do another chat where we're going to talk more about that. But this thing's about to go off. Y'all, if you got any questions, just let me know. Just hit me, and I will be posting this recording in the group shortly. Y'all have a good night.